Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena. And today is Thursday, May 27th, and by the time you're going to be watching this video, it's going to be the 28th. But Historic Anthologies has come out, and we got to start using these new cards. So we're going to hop right into this deck. But before we do, as always, just want to remind everybody, if you enjoy the deck, the video, the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, check out all the cool links down below, join the Discord. Anything you can do to help the channel would be amazing of you. Like I said, let's just hop right into this deck. And we are calling it God-Pharaoh's Trash. So again, with Historic Anthologies 5 dropping, we have access to a bunch of new cards, one of which being Trash or Treasure. Now, I was watching all kinds of streams earlier as soon as, Historic Anthologies dropped, and people were trying to do all kinds of crazy combo decks and whatnot. And yeah, that's all well and cool, but I don't want to just sit there and do exactly what other people are doing. I wanted to just find another cool way to play this card. And Trash or Treasure, if you're not familiar with it, as it shows here on the screen, is an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice an artifact, return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So again, this is just going to allow us to potentially cheat a big mana artifact into play, or get something that we want from our graveyard back into play that is an artifact. And what we are going to try to do is we are going to try to cheat God-Pharaoh's Gift into play. So God-Pharaoh's Gift is a pretty interesting card. It is a 7 mana artifact that says at the beginning of your combat on your turn, you exile a creature from your graveyard. If you do, you create a 4/4 copy of it. That's a token. It's a black zombie, I believe. Yep, it says it right there on the card. And it has haste. So you're going to be getting 4/4 copies of creatures in your graveyard as long as this is in play. Now, there's other cards that allow you to enable this to come into play a little bit, sooner than later, instead of just paying 7 mana. Not just Trash or Treasure, not just Refurbish, which is just basically a 4 mana version of this, but without any sacrificing potential. So you just have to pay 4 mana, return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So pay 4. That's another way we can return God-Pharaoh's Gift. But there is another card, Gates of the Afterlife. We're not playing it. We're not playing enough creatures to enable it. So again, we're just strictly trying to discard big creatures and big artifacts into our graveyard, then basically reanimate a God-Pharaoh's Gift, and then just start attacking and dealing a lot of damage. So how do we do that? Well, we have 4 copies of Faithless Looting, 1 mana, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. So again, we draw 2, then we can discard something like God-Pharaoh's Gift, Elesh Norn, God-Pharaoh's Gift, Platinum Angel, Combustible Gearhulk, any combination of basically anything in this row of cards we're going to want to discard. Same goes for Thrilling Discovery. 2 mana, gain 2 life, discard 2 cards, draw 3. So when we cast this, we want to have access to the cards in this row, and we are going to discard them, and then we are going to draw 3. Drawing 3 is going to allow us to draw our combo pieces. And when I say combo, I really just mean Trash or Treasure and Refurbish. We are playing 8 mana rocks because we do want to make sure not only that we're ramping to a potential turn 3 Refurbish, because obviously, I guess the best turn that we could potentially have is turn 1 Faithless Looting, discarding God-Pharaoh's Gift, and something like Elesh Norn or Combustible Gearhulk. And then turn 2 playing a mana rock, and then turn 3 casting either Trash or Treasure or Refurbish, and then getting back God-Pharaoh's Gift, and then start going to town. Well, we also have Anger. We have 3 copies of Anger of the Gods. This is important because it is removal. There are a ton of aggro decks out there. This allows us to deal 3 damage to all creatures, exile those creatures from the game. But on top of that, this 3 damage is not going to kill any of our creatures. The only creature it could potentially kill is a Meteor Golem if we cast it out of our hand. But again, if we reanimate it with God-Pharaoh's Gift, it's going to be a 4/4, so it's not going to die to Anger. And then again, we just have a bunch of big bad creatures. We have a couple copies of Platinum Angel because it's a 4/4, prevents us from losing the game, prevents our opponents from winning the game. 2 copies of Meteor Golem, 4 copies of God-Pharaoh's Gift. We have 4 copies of Combustible Gearhulk. Gearhulk is really cool. It's a 6 mana, 6/6 first strike. When it comes into play, opponent may have you draw 3 cards, or if they don't, they get to have you mill 3 cards, and if they mill 3 of your cards, they're going to take damage equal to the converted mana cost. So with all of these 6 and 7 mana spells that we're playing in our deck, if they actually mill with this card, they could potentially just die. They could just hit 3 cards that cost 7 and then just 21 blackjack themselves right out of the game. And then last but not least, we are playing 3 copies of the new Elishnorn Grand Cenobite in our deck. Again, this is in Historic Anthologies 5 that just came out today. It's one of the Praetors. They did reprint all 5 of the Praetors, ones for each color. And this one is one of the more powerful ones, again, because it does give your creatures +2/+2 and gives your opponent's creatures a static -2/-2. So they're just always going to be smaller, and your creatures are just always going to be bigger. So yeah, and last but not least, we are just playing 20 lands. We're not playing a lot of lands because we have access to 8 mana rocks, and we have a bunch of draw and discard spells, so we should be hitting our land drops regardless. So I'm not really worried about it. So I think this is where we need to be. No sideboard again because it's best of 1. So let's hop into some gameplay, and again, let's try to trash for treasure or refurbish. Again, wanted to play as many synergies as we could with one of the cool new cards. 2 of the cool new cards if you really think about it, but mainly trash or treasure. So let's hop into the gameplay. We'll see you guys all at the wrap up. All right, so while everybody's out there trash for treasuring and with their Bolas Citadels and whatnot, no, we're not. We ain't doing that. This looks like a solid keep. All right, well, this is probably going to be really good against her opponent. A Mind Stone. Okay. Casting spells to draw the cards. So I'm hoping they're just not going to be ready for a... They could have Brazen Borrower, which kind of sucks. Lucky Clover. I think we have to go for it. All right, what we doing? Please mill. Oh. What are you doing, Enzo? What are you doing? You don't like that? Okay. All right, well, even though we had a super fast first game, they'll have to charge our batteries for our second game, so let's hydrate. All right. We go first. We have a little bit. We don't have any really ramp. I think we're gonna keep. Oh. Really? Holy smokes. Soul Scar, Mage, Burn. So, I'm gonna do this again. Oh, I wish we could hit that on the last go round. Whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast that spell, it was 5 damage. Well, we are going to be paying mana for spells. Let's go ahead and put out a big old 6/6 into play. 6/6 for a striker for 4 mana, draw 3. That's balanced. Wanted let us, you want to mill 3. All right. Like that. So we're definitely going to be playing spells that cost mana. I do have access to... Okay. Yep. Sure thing, my friend. I wonder if he attacks. Could attack. All right. What's our best draw? One of these? Oh, scoop. Yeah, we were gonna play the role of DMX, and we were gonna give it to you. But yeah, I think we were just gonna power out two more artifact spells. Guardian, 2 more mana ramp, really. 2 Guardian Idols. Guardian Idol Mindstone. Set up for God-Pharaoh's Gift next turn. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, well, get wrecked, Burn. Next game. All right, we got insta-paired. So let's make it count. Number 3. Don't have any discard, so we have to mulligan. We have to mulligan again because his hand is even worse. Come on. Come on, opponent. Okay. Put back our 2 beefers. Yep, I said beefers. We're just going to make this hand work. FWGG. All right. Now we hope for one of our 8 reanimation spells. Oh, there's one. So you're not playing elves. Maybe you're playing druids. Those are both druids. Nope.
I protect that which cannot protect itself. Rise, my elemental friend.
All right, well. All right, what we doing? We milling or drawing? We milling or drawing? Could have been better. Could have drawn a discard spell, but we did not. So we're gonna have to play a land into a Guardian Idol.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
It takes 7. Let's. Oh, this game's That's really good. That's about time for scooping. Yep. Just show them what is up. That was a great draw. Faithless Looting. Whew. Ram was kind of dead before then. You got 2 mana, 3 mana. It's not going to work like you want it to. Yep. Good game. Good game. Whew. That was a stomping. Ooh. Again, that was all about top decking that Faithless Looting there. Oh man, that was sick. I was really worried about that hand. But the Magic Gods took care of us that game. I remember, even though they're generous gods, sometimes they are generous for the other side. Have to kind of watch out. What do we do here? I think we're gonna try this, right? We have to try these like off kilter hands where they're not perfect. Start it off. Is this Jund? Yeah, it's Jund. So I think, would it be best to ideally set up a Trash for Treasure and a Thrilling Discovery in one turn? Probably. Maybe we draw Faithless Looting here. Magic Gods gave us a Faithless Looting last game. Okay. Take our God-Pharaoh's gift. They took the correct card. It was either that or the Thrilling Discovery. I probably would have... probably would have taken Discovery. And these two... As soon as our opponent gets back. Opponent! We do have another Thrilling Discovery, so if we draw a... We draw a Trash for Treasure. We're playing animation. Oh, animator. Reanimator. Let's go. Alright, we're gonna bin these 2 land. We're gonna draw a Trash for Treasure and know it. Yes, we actually did. Okie doke. Seems good. Alright, let's kill this Gilded Goose. Or actually, we can kill the Mire Triton and start getting in. But that doesn't really do anything. I think we have to kill the Gilded Goose here. I could Fatal Push. Pretty good. Get an Elish Norn. Don't have 4th mana. Really, really good. Are going to do our own Elish Norning. Yeah. So that's really good there, for multiple reasons, right? It allows us to get in before they grow their other Mire Triton. Could have went over to Combustible Gear Hulk, but I just don't think that. So yeah, so we beat Reanimator with our own version of Reanimator. So let's just keep this streak alive. It definitely helps when your opponent gets mana screwed. Let's see what Dr. Aspen can do. Goes first. We do get to looting. To discovery. They always have Thoughtseize. Maybe not always, but very high percentage of the time. Let's go. Clicked. There's definitely some kind of interface bug with this new update. I can't click as fast on cards. All right. Be gentle. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Get out of here. Time to scoop. Time to scoop. Come on, no 3. We just hit a 7-drop, so the likelihood that we're gonna hit multiple more 7-drops in a row is pretty low. Take 10. Now chump blocker's no good. That's a good one. You could have stayed in. You'd have got to block for a turn. All right, well, it's a stomping. Keep it going. Whew. This deck is sweet. All right, well, we are 2 wins away. Can we keep this? This is a very greedy keep. Very greedy. Oh man, and they're on the ramp plan. Get rid of. So they don't really have a creature. Or not really a creature, but we just don't really have anything to go with God-Pharaoh's gift right now. Say black on this? In the Sultai, are you doing? Okay. It's definitely going to help. And discard a card. Don't mind you playing that. Play another one. That's an interesting card that I've never seen. I mean, I've probably seen it. I probably just don't care. Never cared to read it. Yeah, discard a card. It's gonna hover over cards like I don't know what they do. That's gonna get a swamp. Be very surprised if it didn't. Oh, okay. Gonna get a dual land. Fancy dual land. Just tap out one time. Oh, that's a saw it coming. Let's just go for it. Yep. Card a card. So let's just keep let's lose 3 here. Holy moly. Two to the top, 3 to the bottom. Man, what is the driftwood doing to us? All snow permanents. Is this a snow permanent? No. But you can just pay mana to untap that. Do they have another counterspell? I bet they do. How many more do they have? Gonna hit play, huh? gonna go for both of them. Spell Pierce. Oh my gosh. I don't understand why they conceded there. They were in a pretty good position. We were only going to hit them for 8. Maybe we would have drawn 6 there, but yeah. Okay. One more win away. One more win. Oh man. How are we winning with this? We should not be 6-0, right? We definitely had 2 opponents that had conceded a little bit early, but hey, let's get ready for this final battle. Oh, Cerebus. We get to go first. Yeah, we're gonna definitely keep his hand. What's our opponent playing? What is our opponent playing with these Karn sleeves? What are you playing with these Karn sleeves? What are we discarding? Really? Really? Well, I guess we're doing this next. Oh, you're doing the same thing? You're doing the same thing, but with better card targets. Ooh. Vorinclex. You have to be a little bit worried about Vorinclex. I want him to think that we're on the Mardu plan, but in reality, obviously, we're not on the Mardu plan. We're on the just refurbish plan. So I am a little worried, right? Because we are about to kill some stuff. See what goes to their graveyard. Okay, well that's good. We can refurbish the combustible, and then we can go to combat. Get back. Okay. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Woo! Wow. This deck might be pretty good. Interesting. All right, well, it is what it is. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, welcome back to the wrap up, and we 7-0 with this deck. That is, again, not something that I expected. I don't think we actually should have went 7-0. I do think 2 of our opponents conceded super early, and they should not have. And I do think we were probably set to lose those games, but can't really control when your opponents concede. So even though I do think we did go 7-0, I do think we should probably realistically go 5-2. And really on top of that, I do want to point out that I played a bunch of games with this deck and other versions of this deck before I settled on this particular build. There was another version where I was playing Chroma's Memorials along with the 11 mana Colossuses, and just trying to focus on getting a Chroma's Memorial into play so then I could cheat out Colossuses. But you know, I've done that before. I've also played another I have another version built that focuses on Combustible Gearhulk specifically, along with Star of Extinction, stuff like that. And I know a lot of people enjoy when I play Star of Extinction decks, and I really wanted to do something like that first. but I just could not find a good combination of where I wanted to be. So we kind of settled on this. This is a lot of fun. I did, before I decided to start recording, I went 3-3. So realistically, the games that I played, I'm 10-3 with the deck. But still, that's a great record. But if you don't draw your Anger of the Gods, you do just get run over. Even I had a game where I played goblins and I Anger of the Gods, killed a bunch of their goblins. They had nothing in play. And then the following turn, they just went crazy anyway, which was kind of ridiculous. They just drew exactly what they needed to. And again, Muxes should be banned. And I will take that to my grave, you know? So, but yeah, this deck's a lot of fun. Again, I highly recommend giving it a shot. I feel like this deck is probably a little cheaper to build than most of the decks I build, because of the fact that if you are going to be playing with this, if you, again, purchase the historic anthologies, it's what, $20 or $25. You're going to get all the cards that you need, specifically the Trash for Treasures and the Elishnorns. But again, Elishnorn can easily be replaced from this deck, and Trash for Treasure is only an uncommon, so this is really easy to craft. And you probably have all the other cards. The only other cards you may not have are going to be Gear Hulks. They are mythic. They can also be easily replaced by just another giant creature. And Platinum Angels is a mythic, but most people have at least one of these, so maybe you just swap that out as well. But really, the shell of the deck is pretty cheap, so I recommend giving it a try and having some fun with it, and maybe, you know, shipping me your version of the deck and seeing what you've come up with, and maybe I can play your deck in version 2. So that was God-Pharaoh's Trash. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links down below. Join the Discord. Would love to chat with you every day like I do with everybody else that's in the Discord. But yeah, please just keep staying safe, everybody. We will see you next time.